Morning.
Morning.
It's one of our favourite mooring spots, this. Just outside of Braunston. Around Bridge 100, I think it is, something like that. And it's a lovely little mooring, nice and quiet. We spent a few days on here last year, and it's really nice. Unfortunately, we can only have an overnight stop this time. It's not quite as early today. I've no idea what time it is. Have you any idea, Lou?
I can find out when I can find
It's
it.
nowhere near as early as it was yesterday.
8:30.
8:30. There you go. Lou says we're late. I think we're about right. Not sure where we're heading to today. There's a couple of destinations we can stop at. We'll just see how we feel and how the day goes. Yesterday was nice. Today my weather forecast says we've got rain coming in later on today.
This afternoon.
So that
just
will...
as we get to do all the locks.
Yeah, that'll be about right. So that's going to determine where we stop. So we'll see how we go. So Lou's just bringing Lady Brian into lock number 2 of the day, and this is the second lot at Calcut Locks. The third one is literally just over there, but we've deployed the bike because all the locks are set against us. The boat's just come up, so it means that I can flit in between locks and get them set so it's ready when Lou gets there, and just saves a bit of legwork. Plus, when we get to Stockton locks and all those, I can use the bike to get in between them if we're not with another boat by then, because at the moment we're single-handing them through. But yeah, this is the second lock. We've got 23, maybe 25, depending on how we feel and the weather. So after this one, at least another 21 to go. Busy day. Well, we've just got to the top of Stockton locks, and as Lou predicted, it started raining. So we've now got about 15 locks to do, and it looks like we're doing them in the rain. Morning.
Morning.
We're on the move. We stayed at Radford Simile, just on the outskirts of Leamington Spa last night. I have no idea what time it is this morning, but it is early morning. Lou was up with the birds this morning and decided, right, that's it, we've got to do all the shopping, and we've got at least 23 locks to do again today, and that takes in the Hatton Flight. So I think there's 21 locks on Hatton Flight, and then we've got 2 locks at the Cape of Good Hope before we get there. I say at least, We are supposed to be meeting some friends at the top of Hatton Flight, but they may be going off cruising. So if they are, then we may carry on and do Lapworth as well, in which case that 23 becomes 41 locks. So yeah, we will see, maybe even more than that. I'm still waking up.
Yeah, but there was no point in lying in bed when I was up. I might as well get up and get us moving.
Well, this is true, because it's going to be a longish day as it is. And we have to go shopping, so yeah, it made sense. I was awoken this morning with the sound of the engine being fired up.
Could be worse wake-up calls.
Good. Right, so we've just done Morrison's, we've just mowed up there, and if you walk up those steps, that building is Morrison's. So if you've never been through Leamington Spa, you go through the centre of Leamington Spa, and then you can get a decent mooring there, which is literally right outside. So we've managed to get the dog food, so the dogs are fed. A couple of bits and pieces. We're going off to Aldi, which is just round the next couple of bends, and again you can moor up right outside, but Aldi's a little bit cheaper than Morrison's, so more for your money. You may have spotted the mistake I made. I said I was going to Aldi. I'm not, I'm going to Lidl. And as you can see, the canal is literally there. And I think when you've done your shopping in your trolley, you can actually get it to the side of your boat. You don't even have to mess about with bags. Right, we've just got to the first lock of the day. There's a boat coming down, single-handed, so we're going to go and help them. We thought while we was here, we was going to get water, because we're on the water point, as you can see, and we needed some water, so we thought while that boat's coming down, we'll fill it with water. Oh no, we won't. Just a heads up guys, this is at the bottom of Cape of Good Hope locks, and we've used this water point in the past, so it used to be alright, but it may have had a new tap on. The thread on the tap is too big for the normal attachment things. So whether there's a wider fitting that you can get that goes on there, or an adapter or something like that, then you're going to need it if you get to this one. Unfortunately, if there is an adapter, we don't have one. So we now can't get water. But I think there's water at the top of Hatton Flight, so we'll have to get to the top before we get water now. Right, let's go and help this guy get through the locks.
Ten to go.
10. Well, that behind us is the last lock of Hatton Flight, and we've just been sat on the water point while we filled up with water and got rid of some rubbish, and as far as I'm aware, as soon as Lou pops her head out, we'll be ready for going, and then off to our stop at Rowington. Was it wet in that tunnel? Morning. So we're in Rowington, and there's a beautiful mooring. We came here last year and we was working in this area. Dogs love it, and we've met up with a few friends. So we had some lovely food last night, made by Derek and Pauline, and ow, that's nettles. Yeah, a couple of beers and a good old chit chat and catch up, and that was all lovely. What a beautiful day it is today. Today everybody's going their separate ways. I think we're all going in 3 separate directions as of today, so it's time to do the engine checks, get Lady Brian fired up, and we've got to get into Birmingham today. So there's about 20 locks to do again today. As we get up not Hatton, we did that yesterday, Lapworth, a couple of lift bridges, and then quite a nice pleasant cruise into Birmingham. It reckons in the books and everything it's about 10.5 hours. Realistically it's probably going to take us about 12, so we better get a move on, because it's probably going to be about 7 or 8 o'clock tonight that we stop cruising. Right, come on. Right, so we've just come up and we are now at the first lock that we're going to do on Lapworth Flight. As you can see, Lou's just coming around the corner, and there's the first lock. Oh, I think it's going to be a hard day. It's very warm already. But they're not too bad locks, these, they're quite easy. So yeah, let's get this done for Lou. Well, we're almost coming to the end of our second canal for the day. We started off on the Grand Union. This that we're on now is the North Stratford. And very shortly we're going to be turning onto the Worcester Birmingham. It's very, very warm. But we are being sensible. We are keeping hydrated and taking it in turns on cruising, so we can both get a bit of respite inside the boat. So about 20 minutes cruising and then 20 minutes inside, and just taking it in turns like that. Probably got about another 2 hours to go. Probably looking about maybe 7 o'clock that we get to Birmingham ish. I just hope we can get a mooring at that time. We didn't think about that. Morning.
Morning.
We're on our final leg of the journey for the next few days into Horn Basin.
Time to chill. Well, not really early morning get up and cruising jobbies.
No. Not got time to
It'll
chill.
be a bit
need to
more
make a
relaxed.
stop.
Yeah, but it'll be a bit more relaxing than getting up at like 6 and cruising for 7.
Yeah, it will.
Cruising till like
Trying to get
7 at night.
The better lighting, I don't know, maybe that way would have been better, I don't know. Sorry guys about the light, the sun's behind us, so it makes it a nightmare.
Coming round now.
Yeah. Yeah, we was up and out at about 7:30 this morning. We got a mooring eventually in Birmingham. We got like the last spot, but we was well out of town. No rings, had to go on pins. But it was a nice peaceful evening. Nice and quiet. So yeah, had a good night's sleep. Up and out this morning. So we've probably got about, what did we say,
About 4 hours.
about another 4 hours to go, and we'll be in Horn Basin. Morning. We're in Horn Basin. Not for long though. We're going out today. It's Sunday. We're not going out on the boat though. We're going catching a buzz. If you want to know why, keep watching.
Oh, up there, me. Oh no, Richard, you know from the Bombay? That's sweet, Hey, hang on, Rick. That was offside. The record.
Right, so we're here, we're in Birmingham. As you can see, there's a fair few boats knocking around. This is just at the mailbox side of town, and they go off round the corner, don't they, down near Legoland and Sea Life Centre and stuff like that. Oh, this bridge bounces, doesn't it, where people... This bridge bounces somewhat rotten. And the reason we're here is because there's a bit of a protest going on.
Yes.
So,
Funding, isn't it?
yeah, some people may or may not be aware, but the government has cut the funding for the waterways in the UK, and it's something like £350 million that we're going to lose. And the Canal and River Trust are saying that that level of funding cut is going to lead to canals basically shutting down and closing. And yeah, none of us want that. So here in Birmingham there is a gathering of boats to protest about the funding cuts. There's lots of MPs and mayors, and I've just seen Richard Parry from the CEO. Sorry about the wind. Probably not the best place we're still doing this, is it? And at 12 o'clock every boat is going to sound the horns in protest. That's why you can probably hear a few horns
We're all practicing.
going, yeah, making sure the horns
And
are
they're all
working.
right outside BBC Birmingham.
Yep, and we are literally right outside. That there is the BBC, and I believe that is partly the film studio as well. So I'm hoping it's going to be on the BBC just as they go live doing the news, and there will be an almighty blast. But I do believe the news is covering it. Most channels are covering it. So we're going to go and have a walk round and see who we can see.
There's a couple of blokes in the back just walking around with a two-stop them.
Thank you.
So it's now 2 minutes to 12, and they're going to start sounding the horns in 2 minutes at 12 o'clock. There's Dee from Horn Basin. Hi Dee. And it's going to get pretty loud, I would imagine. It's going to echo along the building, so it's going to be.
My tinnitus any good.
No, I think it's going to be. I think people are going to notice.
Mm.